Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Shadowrun Dragonfall. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as we have to deal with a killer AI. Because last episode we read the chip that Alice gave us with info on the Firefinger and apparently a new character, Apex. Yeah, that's gonna be something. This game might have two end bosses, which wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Glory says, so the dragon is a killer AI in charge of security. I can't say I'm surprised, but then nothing surprises me anymore. We know what killed Monica, says Dietrich. We have a name for it, and we know how to kill it. That's good enough for me. We know what we have to do, says Glory. We can either stand around talking about it, or we can go do it. Agreed. We shut down Apex, then we re-enter the estate and rescue Vauclair. He's the key to this whole thing. Sounds like a plan, boss. I still say that all this is crazy talk, Chief, says Blitz. Taking on an AI isn't just a bad idea, it is suicide. So my vote is to cut and run. Blitz surveys the rest of the group, sees the determination in their face, and finally he sighs. But if you're really doing this, you'll want the best decker you can find along for the ride. And I guess that nominates me. Woo. Alice said that the kill switch is located in some old SK facility. Assuming that the site was shut down sometime after the Apex project disappeared, it could have stood empty for years, maybe decades. She also said that the building was in gang war territory now. I wonder if it'll be anything like Das Kessel House was. God, I hope not, says Blitz. Glory says, there's only one way to find out. Let's get prepped. This thing isn't going to kill itself. Blitz glances at you. The worry is painted all over his face. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you'd better bring me along. You try going up against an AI without a Nova Hot Decker at your side, and you're probably going to regret it. Iger begins her weapons check. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Whatever's there, we'll deal with it. First, we find our way into the basement. She peers through the scope of her rifle, and then we kill the AI that killed Monica. Damn right, says Dietrich. The team breaks to begin gearing up. As she slides a shell into her shotgun, Iger catches your eye. You did good out there, defending the Cruise Bazaar. You've had our backs the entire way. Made good decisions. I appreciate that. Oh, no, I don't. I need to remember who I'm dealing with. In this job, we work together or die alone. Iger scowls at the floor and nods. True. You're right. Again. Anyway, we should get back to it. We've got an AI to take out, after all. She pauses for a moment, frowning. Iddy, do me a favor and keep your eyes open on this one. We're walking into the unknown here. Makes me a little uneasy. Don't worry, Iger. I've got your back. She smiles, claps you on the shoulder. I know you do. And I've got yours. You've more than earned it. Stop it, you're making my mascara run. I don't have mascara, do I? I have eyeliner. But that's probably just the art style. Let's get to work. Without another word, the troll slides her shotgun into the sheath on her back and turns to continue her pre-mission checklist. And off they go to their own places. I wonder if we're going to be able to... We're going to be talking to them. Yes, I think we are going to be talking to them. So we're probably going to be talking to everybody else in the Cruise Bazaar. Hopefully they're alive. I don't know. We've got a job to prepare for, Edie. Oh, no, they don't want to talk to me. Hey, Iger. Edie, what can I do for you? Nothing right now. Dietrich? Oh yeah, they changed their place and whatnot. Huh. Curious. But they don't actually have any new information. I thought I clicked on that. I definitely heard the sound of when I clicked on it. So we don't need to come back inside. This is not where we... Yeah, everybody's alive. Look at that. Mallet! The attack. It was terrible, Edie. So much death. She shakes her head. I had not killed since I retired from running the shadows. Not until today. But you are not here to listen to me complain. She forces a smile. So what can I get for you? Name it, and I'll provide. She has tech. I don't need the tech. But maybe I should buy something for Blitz, you know? Something aggressive, something murderous. We got outfits as well. Wow. 8 armor? Top of the line instructions. Industrious protective gear. Room for tools too. Grants +1 intelligence, +1 drone control. This is Decker armor. Ooh, Matrix armor as well. +1 decking, +1 intelligence, +1 ESP control. That is absolutely what we need. I think. We might not need that. We also have drones. So we could get a drone. I wonder if we can even use these. Because it requires drone control 7, and I don't know how much he has. And these are... Oh, these are ESPs, so they're consumables, obviously. But they're a one-time thing. Programs is what I'm looking for. Killer level 3. So it's... Oh, there's some level 3s down here as well. Yeah, so what are we looking at? An area of effect matrix attack that deals 100 IP damage. 75 on the degrade, and then... the degrade level 3, that's not too bad. And the erosion is better, though. Oh, but the degrade doesn't actually... Very interesting. Powerful attack. So the killer level 3 is what we need. In fact, we have so much money that we should just buy all the level 3s. That we like. Sniffler. Increases your chance to hit against an enemy I see. Yeah. Maybe. What's Killjoy? It's level 2, though. Does 2 action points. Yeah. Maybe there's no level 3 for Killjoy. Because maybe they don't have more than 2 action points. Let's go with that. And that is pretty good. Confirm that, because we don't use these. And let's see what the reaction is. Oh, she's not here. Tally. What's her name? Was it Tally? I think it was Tally. Hey, where's Tally? The Turk is pale. His eyes, sunken into his head, are ringed by dark circles. We're closed today, Effendi. I would have locked the door, but the lock is broken. Now I must stand guard. You alright, Burak Ghazi? No, my friend, I'm not. I'll not be right for a long time. He steadies himself on the counter. During the attack on the Cruise Bazaar, they broke through the door, heavily armed. 2 of them, they broke through the door and just started shooting. No questions, no robbery, just shooting. Cammy, my girl, my little sweet rat, He holds his hands over his face and collects himself. I reached under the counter, I keep a gun there, you see, and they saw. Both of them turned on me. Goldschmidt, that fat idiot Goldschmidt, flung himself in my way. How he managed to move that great mass of a body so quickly is a mystery to me. He hung there, suspended in time, as they shot him, dancing on their bullets as they ripped him apart, but he shielded me long enough, Effendi. I was able to get my gun and end those sons of whores. I'm sorry, Burak Ghazi. I'm sorry, too. Such loss. Such loss. Still, it's good for us, I think. Healthy. It reminds us that even though we have created our little island of stability in the Cruise Bazaar, this is still the flux state, still Berlin, and the wolf is always at the door. If we're to keep our home, we must be vigilant, and we need people like Monica. People like you, to keep it safe. Sag Olun, my friend. Be healthy. Be strong. So she is dead. It's kind of rough for him, because he was just he just relived the memory once again. I'm sure he's reliving the memory over and over again in his head, but it's saying it out loud is worse. It's kind of rough for him to relive it. I thought maybe I was gonna have a choice to tell him to not say the details, but I didn't have a choice, obviously. But he also didn't say the details of her death, just Goldschmidt's death. Absinthe. The elf behind the counter says nothing. She stands in silence, staring at you. No cryptic messages this time? No prophecies? Nope. Not after what just happened here. Not today. One of the attackers came in here. Did you know that? He pushed his way past Algernon's wards and forced himself into this shop. Her nostrils flare. He threatened us. Threatened me. Something tells me that didn't work out well for him. No, it did not. So what happened? Did you cast a spell on him or something? She examines her fingernails. I lifted the veil. I showed him my true face and destroyed his mind. What the hell are you, Absinthe? Because I'm pretty sure you're not an elf. No, I'm not an elf. I'm merely a passenger in this body. A guest, here to experience what you would call life, as I have 1,000 times before. You lack the means to perceive what I really am. You do not possess the sight. All said, that is probably for the best. Your species is so fragile, after all. I get it. You're powerful. So why are you telling me all this? Because there's something that I need you to know. A truth hidden from mortal eyes. I need you to know that I am not mortal so that you will trust my words. Go ahead, then. You've got my attention. In my time as an observer of this world, I have witnessed a great many things. Wonders and terrors beyond measure. The birth and death of nations. The rise and fall of gods. I've seen the ebb and flow of magic from the 4th world to the 5th to the 6th. I've watched in awe as the tides carried wonder and miracle into the world of men, and I've mourned as they were swept back out again. I have borne witness as the cycle began and ended and began itself anew. I have seen what came at the end of the 4th world thousands of years ago, when ancient Theta crumbled into the sea. I saw the things that crawled in the carcass of that once great nation. Vile, terrible things. Even now I can feel them. They drift on tides of mana, hungrily awaiting the end of the 6th world and the death of all that you know. I have seen what they will do when this world has run its course, Orc. They will rip the guts from your dying civilization and they will feast upon your screams. Hold up. Who are they? They? Things born of nightmares. Horrors. The dark spaces between the metaplanes crawl with them. She looks into your eyes and you can feel your head swimming. Your kind fears she says, your kind fears what it can see. Corporations, dragons, violence and poverty, and the random cruelty of fate. If you could perceive reality the way I do, you would know that there are much greater things to fear. If the world were an ocean, the hazards that you know might be sharks. Dangerous creatures, to be sure, and worthy of respect. But below them, in the silent deep, Leviathan circles. She turns away. Go now, Edie. Talk to Algernon. After all that has happened, I'm sure that he'll be glad to see you. But remember what I've told you. I will. And that's the sort of stuff that you then go look up on the Shadowrun wiki to see what the heck she's talking about, because this is definitely lore, and it's definitely not like conjured up by the writers of the game, although the writers of the game are the original authors of the series. Not really. The founder of Harebrained Schemes, I believe, is the creator of Shadowrun. Although the Shadowrun franchise, went on to be in Microsoft's. No, was it Microsoft? Yeah, Microsoft for a while, and then got bought out and all that. Algernon, you're looking awesome. Look at that. That's really cool. Hey. Salutations, youngster. I believe that the Cruise Bazaar is still standing thanks to you. It was a team effort. Monica would have done the same. I agree, and you have filled her shoes admirably. Now tell me, how may I serve you? I have questions for you if you don't mind. You are in luck. I have a great many answers. What can you tell me about Dante? He's not a normal dog. Indeed not. Dante is part hellhound, bred to be an elite guard dog. I assume he has manifested some of his awakened abilities? Yeah, how did you know he was a hellhound? Monica bought him from me some time ago. It was a special order. She thought he could guard Herr Amsel while she was away on business. Is he dangerous? Quite dangerous, yes, to those he sees as threats. Behave yourself around him, and he should prove a benefit to your team. Now, is there anything else that you need to know? No, I gotta go, thank you. Oh, he didn't have a cool conversation as Absinthe had. Absinthe's dialogue is awesome, by the way. That was great. I love it. That's just brilliant. I like. It's not. It's a very typical trope. I mean, old franchises and all that. They have the old tropes, the typical tropes, because everybody imitates this sort of stuff. Although that felt very Cthulhian. So you know, it's anyway. The point is, it's not genius from a innovation standpoint. It's genius just from how it was written, and everything was awesome. I loved it. That was great dialogue, and it was not many options for us to say different things, but still a great dialogue. Edie, I'm glad to see that you made it through the attack. Not all of mine were so lucky. Oh, are you okay, Herr Mech-Back? No, I lost a niece today, but I'm doing a whole hell of a lot better than our attackers are. Those sons of bitches hit the wrong Kias. I put 6 of them in the ground personally, and when I find out who they are, where they lived... He turns his head and spits. Ain't nothing gonna save those people. He shakes his head and returns his attention to you. But you don't come here to listen to me rage. You're after a bit of payback yourself, I'll wager. So what can I do to help get it? I want to look at your inventory. Maybe we have different things. Probably not. Because, maybe he does, but I don't have much money. A baseball bat. I can get myself a baseball bat. What I want to look at is anything... Freaking hell, there's something better. There's something better than that katana. Dang it. There is... It's different, but I think it's better. There's the monosword over here. Yeah, there's these two things. Well, I guess it's too late now. The game fooled me into thinking I didn't need the money, but I did. Hey, who's that? Zach. Oh, yeah, Zach, the drug dealer. That was crazy, my friend. Bullet flying, people dropping like flies. Crazy. Old Zach had to use his magic on a few of them. See that puddle over there? He lazily points to a yellow-green stain on the cobblestones and then gives you a slow nod. Yeah, that was one of them. Attacker. Thy name is Goo. He's lying. That doesn't look like a blood stain. It looks like somebody spilled his drink. Well done, I suppose. Zach bows down with a flourish. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. So what can old Zach get you? I, don't need anything. Toodles. Huh. Yeah, he's not a magician. He's just high all the time. Just let him be. I still... What is that door for? It's magic. Edie, I see that you made it through the attack relatively unscathed. He gives you a once-over and nods. Yeah, did you have any run-ins with the attackers? No. Truth be told, I was in surgery when the attackers hit, and they never disturbed my office. I spent the entire sorry event elbows deep in the abdomen of an elderly dwarf. His nephritic screen needed a tube-up. No, not tube-up. Tune-up. I don't know what that is, but yeah, lucky you. He grins conspiratorially. Lucky him, you mean? Poor old guy had the bladder capacity of a pygmy shrew. He was in desperate need of my help. But on to more important things, eh? What can triage do for you today? Nothing. You probably have nice things that I can put on my body for upgrades and whatnot. But I think I'm good. We're not gonna need anything. I really thought that we were just going to go on the last few missions and never come back. But they destroyed the freaking whole place and killed a bunch of people. Terrible things. They didn't destroy this statue, though. Simi is here, though. Yay. In the aftermath of the attack, you're surprised to see Simi Kim has survived with only a few scrapes and bruises. You saved us, she says. As many as I could. So many more would be gone if you hadn't been here. Are you hurt? I lost my shoe when I was running, and then I fell. But Doc Ezkibel found me. He picked me up, took me with him. He hid me in a drawer, gave me a blanket, and told me to be quiet. It was so dark and it smelled, but I didn't make a sound. I heard yelling, things breaking, and gunshots, I think. If I had one of my Sims, I could have just gone inside, but I didn't, so I had to stay out here. I don't know how long it was, but when the drawer opened, it was over. Well, I guess he finally remembered that oath. Kim doesn't seem to understand, but she nods anyway. Yeah, I'm going to go check on the others. Okay. Let's see if I can do anything with the phone booth. I expect not. Nope. Clicked on that. You heard the sound? I heard the sound anyway. But nothing happened. I don't know why. It's probably not a new bug. It's just that I didn't notice it before. Lucky. Hey, I don't mean to be rude. No, don't worry about it. She just doesn't say anything. They apparently didn't get attacked. There's a graffiti in there that I want to look at. What is that? That looks really cool. I bet I could unskew that image. There's it might be salvageable from I say salvageable. It might be extractable from the files of the game by people who know how to open them. Oh no. Samuel and Lainey. Edie, what a relief it is to see you alive. Samuel wraps you in an enormous hug. I'm enormous. Don't act like I'm not enormous. I'm bigger than he is. You should know that your generosity has saved dozens of lives. What happened? When the attackers came, we all took refuge in the Edie Civic Center. Its strong walls and sturdy gate kept us all safe from harm. Had our people been on the street, had they been in our old building, which came under fire during the attack, none of them would be alive. We owe you, Edie. More now than ever. You may not look upon yourself as a hero, but to the people of the Cruise Bazaar, that's what you'll always be. Well, I guess that's it. And that's the last line. Alexander's adjusted. Yeah, it's basically the same lines as before. There's definitely... I don't know that these are dead people, though. Because they look like mattresses. Alexei Laney looks to have endured the attack on the Cruise Bazaar without injury. You find him surveying the damage with sad eyes. You all right? The troll shakes a heavy head, showing more weariness than wound. This should never have happened. Not here. It is one thing to strike an old man whose time is done, but to attack the Cruise Bazaar and endanger the lives of innocents, that is unforgivable. The cowards who ordered this attack are dead. They just don't know it yet. There was a time I thought as you do, but I had made a vow to never make war again. Yet, if you hadn't been here to do so, we would all be dead. For the Cruise Bazaar to remain safe, it needs people like you. Yeah, I don't know. These might be body bags. I think they are. They look like mattresses because I was seeing them like this, but I think the bodies are like this. And that's why they are there. Okay, I think we're leaving. We're also out of time for the day, so for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Shadowrun Dragonfall. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.